Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to some EVE Online, and in today's video I want to test my double web Stratios in an escalation. So I found an escalation after doing a refuge. You can see it right here. I went to the system 16 jumps away. Those escalations can be pretty far away, but I thought I would handle this as if it would be in lowsec and see how long basically it takes this Stratios that should be able to defend itself in PvP to actually handle the site. So let's activate my reactive armor hardener. Let's warp to the site. It's Sanchez command. Let's see. It's a 3 out of 10, so it should be mostly just frigates, which should be very easy to do with just some hobgoblin 2s, but it's of course not going to be as efficient as running a site like this in the Ishtar. So the comparison is going to be pretty important. The longer I have to stay in the site, the more risk there is that someone actually manages to probe me down and then start a fight if the site were to spawn in lowsec. So I think it's important information and it could be a good test. So here we go, arriving at the gate. Lovely. Let's activate this one. And let's see what we can do. Big difference compared to the Ishtar, of course, that I'm actually going to have to get in range of all of the rats. And well, I've got a little bit of tank. I've got a Tech 2 armor rep, but it's mostly HP again, so we'll see how it works out. Oh yeah, that's true as well. I do have 4 guards with me. Let's start with this. I think first thing that I would do is use the guards to try and take out the sentry guns, and they're doing that already. So that is pretty good. That's definitely a pretty good start. Take out the next one as well. Let's see if we can actually do this with... oh, it's wardens that I've got here. Alright. Let's see how they can handle some of these frigates individually. They can hit at 25 kilometers, but I'm seeing a lot of misses, to be honest. So one thing that I could have done... Let's see if I can switch this out. Yeah, so they're definitely not hitting as well as what we've seen with the Ishtar. Maybe if I take those at the back. No, there's definitely some more tracking issues and things like that. Well, here we go. They did manage to grab someone, which is pretty nice. Let's see if they can grab another one. Look at that, full misses, full misses. So this is definitely not as efficient as what we would like to see it. So we're going to switch to the hops and get in there a little bit as well. Maybe also use a little bit of E-War just to attract attention to myself. You know what? We'll approach the Sansha Black Ops. We'll try to get his attention. Like that. Why? Is that not in range? Gotta be in range. Can it use? Oh. And there we go. This is what I was most afraid of. These bastards just going after my drones. So this is not too great. Let's use a web on this one. Let's also use a web on this one. And there go my shields. Let's get one ogre out. Hopefully he'll be able to do some work. Let's take this guy out and let us orbit the gate at 1000. Should be good. One eye on the drones. Target those that are nearby. It's okay to go in armor. Okay, now they're definitely focusing on me. Let's stop this. Let's go after the Black Ops commander next. Approach. And there we go. They're actually targeting one of my drones again, so we gotta be careful. Let's double web him. Make sure that they can get some good hits going. There we go. That's much better. That worked out. So the double webs could be what we need. Let's grab this. Return to drone bay. Yeah, a lot more management, a lot more hectic, but we'll get there eventually. I'm just gonna leave my guys to it. You can just go find the target. Looks good. Just a few more. I think we'll be alright. But yeah, definitely not as smooth as running this side in an Ishtar. But my Ishtar not really willing to take that one into lowsec. So this is unfortunately nothing, but we can reapproach this. Shooting on an ogre is not a big deal. And getting back towards the acceleration gate next. Quick repping. Let's double web this guy. And good. First room done. 5 minutes. That's actually a pretty long time compared to running this in the Ishtar. So let's get to the second room. Let's try to improve our tactic a little bit. It's going to be... oh, I've got 4 guards as well. Oh no, in my guard folder I put wardens in there. Well, not the smartest move, but they are sentries. So the switch is going to be, I'm going to at least take out the turrets, but then we're going to start with the furthest targets to see if we can handle that. So let's go like that, put up the wardens, start attacking these, and then we'll just take the furthest ones, which should be at a better range and head straight for me. So that should be more doable. And then of course the final ones we'll just try and get rid of them with maybe the ogres and the double webs or something like that. So that's the first one. Let's see how they do against this. Alright, those are good hits, and with 2 on there they'll do okay. We'll start targeting just a few more. And they immediately, for some reason, switched there. I'm okay with that, so we're gonna let them do what they need to do. Just destroy those turrets, that's good. And now here come a lot of the misses, of course. So let's put all of them on a single one. Let's see if we can get some hits going. Yeah, so this is definitely what I need to do now. Start at the back. And be patient. Yeah, this is not as efficient as in the Ishtar, not by a long shot. But at least we can get rid of some of them at range. So just get me one more hit. There you go. Let's see if we can get this guy at 28. Should be doable. And then, as you can see, they're starting to come into range here as well. So full misses, my god, that's terrible. At least there's one hit. And full misses again. We're gonna have to switch. 30 or more seems to be the name of the game. Or switch to guards, I think. This time I'm going to switch to 4 ogres. And we're going to have to switch to the closest ones. So let's get rid of these. Engage. Double web. Black. The commander, he's my target. That's good. Let's see how my ogres are going to handle that Black Ops commander with the double web on him. Come on. Do I need to be closer? Because at the moment, of course, they're not hitting a lot. What? 10 kilometers? I cannot... Oh, he's immune to that. What the hell? That's annoying. Okay, switching. Let's have the hobs do the work then. Let's also put some webs on these guys and wrap a little bit of armor. Okay, so this is better. He's down. And let's see how they handle the rest. Grab the loot. Unfortunately, no drop. So this is also not what I like to see all that much. So let's actually return these guys and let's once again switch to... What would I do next? Maybe orbit this at a safe distance. Bring out the ogres. Let those guys that are nearby. Let's see how they do against a single web. Oh, he's actually out of range already. Man. Okay, at least they can shoot them, which is good, even without the webs. I could warp out, but let's try to completely finish the site. They're staying at annoying distances as well. Look at that, these Black Ops veterans at 30 kilometers. Really not nice. Let's head in towards them. Like that, yep. Cap problems start to show up. If someone drops on me now in lowsec, you can imagine that I can be in a pretty bad position. At all of the other ones, yeah, they're just far away. Okay. Just go my drones, attack them. But this is more than 10 minutes already. I did get the loot. I could have gone out in like 10 minutes, but much more work. Takes a longer time. At least I'm in a PvP ship. There comes the music. But at least I'm in a PvP ship, right? If I were in lowsec, I would probably go out in this Stratios rather than the Ishtar. Not really willing to risk that one. So let's go like that. Put one on here as well. That'll be all of those. And come on. Oh, let's see how they like it when I web them. Alright, really weird. I couldn't like... Can I scram this guy now? Yeah, so on those Black Ops commanders you can't use all the E-War you would like. Huh, that's a little bit annoying. So, the site is done though. That's pretty nice. And let's get back to like a planet 1. Or in lowsec, I would of course get back to a safe. If I were out there. But there you go, guys. That's going to be it for this video. A bit of a test for an escalation. If I had to do it in lowsec, I would only choose to do it in the Stratios, not in the Ishtar. That would be a bit too expensive a loss for me. It can do the job. In a 4 out of 10 I actually think it could be pretty tricky, but a 3 out of 10 is definitely very doable, but it takes a long time, at least 10 minutes just to get through the site. There's much more micromanagement to be done in there, so definitely lacks the efficiency of the Ishtar. But if you're ever ending up in lowsec, I think you'd rather be in a PvP capable ship than in your expensive Ishtar. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.